Hi Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and my blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and this month I am trying to do December daily every single day before I go to bed. And of course, as soon as I blogged that I was going to do that, the very next day, which was yesterday, I felt not so great and I was sort of sick today, so I didn't do my video last night, but I'm going to try to knock out yesterday and today tonight. And so I think the point is that if you set up rules for yourself for December daily, be a little easy on yourself, because this month, December's a tough month. Like, a lot goes on, and if you start to feel a little bit under the weather, then your December daily plans can kind of go straight out the window, and I just don't let that discourage you to stop. So I'm not going to stop. This is where I am so far. So I've gotten through December 2nd, and I am going to start on December 3rd. And the way that I work with these videos is I just press play on my iPad. I have no plans. I usually will have some pictures because I don't have a printer right here handy. So I printed out a couple things. One thing that I noticed in Ali Edwards' blog post, and she is the creator of the concept of December Daily as an album style, is that she had a lot of really large photos, and I think these are also 5x7. So I guess what I do, but I think she's got some that are actually like the whole sheet, and I guess I could have printed these out as full sheets, but for whatever reason, I didn't. But I went from having a couple of pages that were like the year in review, where I had so many photos, to 4x6. So I think it's interesting visually to vary the sizes of the photos. Or a different way to do it would be to have the exact same layout every single day of December. But I'm not going to do that. So I printed out, my son lost a tooth today, so I thought that warranted a 5x7 photo. And then while I took my kids out to an Advent dinner at church, my husband got some time to play his drums. He usually does that when we're not around. So when we came home and he started packing, putting his drumsticks away, I was like, hold on, wait. Let me take a picture of you playing your drums. So those are going to be the pictures for December 4th. So I'll get to that in the next video. But these are going to be the pictures for December 3rd. And we actually bought the tree before December, but we've really been decorating it on the 2nd and the 3rd. So I think let's see. Yeah, what I'm going to do is use these photos, because this is something that happened today on the bottom. So these photos can almost be a collage for the whole day, which kind of negates what I just said, but I think this is going to be an easy way to knock this out, because I'm still not feeling like 100%. And so I spent most of the day sleeping today. I did hop into the Masterful Scrapbook Design office hours, but I just have a host of maladies going on right now, and I need to be better by tomorrow. Like, I had the opportunity to stay home today, which was great, but tomorrow I've got some things I need to do at work. So this is December 3rd, and the story behind this one is this year we wanted a real tree. And I wrote about that before, but I'm just going to kind of call it in on this layout. So I'm trying to just crop this to an 8x8 size, which is, I have an American Crafts album, and I use the 8x8 size for my December Daily albums, and I've been doing that for several years, and I hate to say, but I only know where one of my other December Daily albums is. We rearranged the house like pretty solidly this year, like we really switched things around, and my other December daily books, I'm just not exactly sure where they are. And I haven't spent a lot of time looking for them, but once I find them, I will share. Oh, I kind of hate, I still have the dilemma of I hate this thing. I hate this paper trimmer. I would have gotten to that, but, well, I want to say that I would have gotten to that, but who knows. It's a dilemma. I need a new paper cutting system in my scrapbooking room. But this is what I have in front of me is what I'm going to use. I'm not going to get up and look around. But it is on my mind for that's something to do soon. So I just need to trim this just a little bit more. And then I really think that, there's going to be some journaling. So I did actually have, and someone left a comment to tell me how much they liked this. They were a digital scrapbooker, and they said they liked this. So I think I might just leave that right on in there and not even cover that up. And so even though this is about December 2nd, it's on the same piece of paper, so I'm just going to leave that like that. And then this will be about December 3rd. And I actually made some, while we were watching TV tonight, we watch all the Wednesday shows. I did some journaling, and I think I did journaling about today on the Project Life Clementine cards, I think they're called. So they're not Christmas cards, but I thought the colors worked well enough for my album. And then I actually used, I think this is like Echo Park, maybe? Yeah, Echo Park Reflections Christmas for for December 3rd. See, I'm feeling so well that I can actually talk. Ha ha ha. Not really. I'm just not feeling on top of my game today. Hopefully all the rest that I got will help me to feel better by tomorrow. Or else I'm going to have to make my garlic onion Tabasco soup. That's what I usually make when I feel like a cold is coming on. And I don't necessarily feel like a cold is coming on. I think I'm just feeling a little bit worn out. Okay, so that's going to be December 3rd is just going to simply look like that. I am going to put the number 3 somewhere on the page. And I have a piece of pattern paper from Teresa Collins. So I'm going to punch out those numbers. And then on the back side, I think I might put it on a different piece of paper. I'm going to incorporate these journaling cards. And I'll tell you in a second what they say. So I do think it's a good idea to have maybe some things in the bag that you could, if you're really trying to keep up with December daily on a daily basis, and if you're the kind that once you fall off the wagon, it's hard to get back on the wagon. And I'm a lot of times like that, even though I like to think that I'm not, but I kind of am. But you should have some, expect that you're not going to feel like, at some point during December, you're probably going to have a day where you don't feel all the way great. So have a plan for what you're going to do on that day. Because you know the day will, that day will happen. It just will. So I'm just kind of deciding where I'm going to put the number 3. It's either going to go here, here. I think I'd like it up here. Let's see where the number 2 is. Kind of up there. And then the number 1 was poking out. Maybe at the bottom. Right there. Okay. So I have this philosophy of pick it and stick it. So that's going to be all the embellishment that page gets. It's just, and I could write a lot about any of these pictures, but I could also, like, your journaling about the pictures doesn't have to be exactly there. Like, you can tell the story on little story cards. You know, there's so many of these Project Life type cards that it's fun to just get a little pack of them, and then as you're watching TV or doing maybe something else that's not so exciting, just write down whatever comes to mind, and that's what I did. Okay, so that's the part of the page that is photos, and then what I want to do here, so this is going to be December 3rd, and I have this one story about Advent the Snowman, which is a holiday character that I invented years ago. And then I have a story about, oh man, these these cards seem like they're going to be a little bit taller than I would like them to. So I need to trim off a little bit from the top one and the bottom one, or from the two top ones, to get them to fit within my page protector. Huh, that kind of surprises me. Oh well. Let's see. But I've got, it's okay. So I'm just, instead of using this, I'm just going to use the scissors to make sure it's even. Weird. The other thing that I think that would be good is if I had some 8x8 white sheets that I could just use real quick. Okay, so I also have this fifth one, but I don't, this is just our wish list, and I could put that in at any time. So I'm just going to pop it into the last sheet here, just as a, I got that in the bag for later. And then these photos go with the fourth, so that's going to be the next page that I do. But I just need to get these down, and the stories are, we watched The Grinch, and my daughter said it can't be Christmas until you watch The Grinch. Then we realized that we hadn't put the Advent calendar out yet, and so I had this big discussion about Advent the Snowman, who's a made-up holiday character who visits our house during the month of December. And then we put up our reindeer decorations, which remind me of my grandparents. So those are the stories. And then I just need a piece of paper to back that. And I'm going to do something, I think I saw it on Pinterest. It was the cutest little arrangement of twine. And if you look on my Pinterest, I've got, really I just don't, this is just basic cardstock. It has tiny little numbers, but I just need to cut this into an 8x8 sheet, and I was just really looking for any, like, oh, see my cutter is broken. I need to make one thing, a good idea for a scrapbook room is to have a list of stuff you need or stuff that needs to be fixed, so there'd be a place to jot that stuff down and remember it for later. I did order more printer ink today, so because I'm running low, and I print my photos at home during the month of December, so I'm all set there, which is good. But there's a few tweaks I need to do in this scrapbook room that I just haven't gotten to yet, so I just keep complaining about it on every video. So sorry for the repetition of my complaints there. Okay, so this is going to be also December 3rd, and I'm just going to need a little bit of tape. Put this stuff down. Oops. Start with this one. There are so many ideas for December Daily, right? There's also, December Daily is not the only thing. Debbie Hodge has a class called Journal Your, no, that's Chanel. Debbie Hodge's class is called Your December Story. And then Shamel has a class called, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I cut those off. Wait a minute. Let me see if this fits. Okay, I cut them off. I cut those little cards off and I didn't have to. Grrr. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't feel 100%. I'm not, so where's my, I guess I'll leave a little something there and maybe put a piece of washi tape, but that was not my intention at all. So I'm a little disappointed that I didn't figure that out better. Oh well, such is life. It's not a big deal. Okay, I don't think that color is going to match exactly. I have these cute little gingerbread men. I think that's a little bit too busy. I've mentioned this in another video. I've totally come around to the hoarding of the washi tape. I see the brilliance in it. I think there's a good reason for hoarding washi tape now. Okay, I think this gray can work. It wouldn't have been my first choice on how to arrange this page, but it is how it's gonna be. So, darn it. But my idea was, and this is what I saw, I guess what I can do is kind of incorporate this over here. So maybe it looks a little bit like a package. But I did see the cutest December Daily album, and it had like, they wrapped twine around it. It was so cute. I wish I could remember. I want to say it was Ashley Oliver, but I think her name is So Post Mama. But I don't remember exactly if it was her or not. And the person, whoever it was, used twine that was red and white. It was so cute. I don't have red and white twine handy, but I do have, let's see, I have yellow and white. I've got blue and white. Oh, okay, I just dropped the blue and white, so let's see. I wish I would have had red and white handy. Oh, there. Can you see me? Oh, I didn't look great today. I have to make some more videos where you can actually see who I am. Because I like the videos where you can see the people. So the person anyways had, whoever made that cute album, wrapped the twine around a bunch of times. And then tied a little bow. So let me just see. I think what I will do is I want to have the bow probably right there. And now I'm just wrapping the twine around the page. And the one that I saw on Pinterest had like, it was so cute. It was like red with turquoise, and the colors were so adorable. And these colors aren't quite so adorable, I don't think. They're okay, but they're not. The one I saw on Pinterest I thought was so cute. I'm just going to wrap that 3 times around. About 3 times. And then let's just chop that off, and then, okay. So I'm just going to tie this here. And if I had a little something to dangle, I think I do. I think I want to do that. Let me just look for a second. I really don't want to take, I'm looking in this that was so organized to begin with, and I've kind of, well, I've got 2 of these, but I've kind of made a mess of them. Okay, so I've got this little, this is very dimensional. It's really cute, but it's It's two-dimensional, but I mean, it's three-dimensional. But this one is flat, so I'm going to use this just to have something to dangle there. That other thing is pretty cute, but I'm not going for super bulky. Oh, the colors work too, so that's a bonus. Good. Yay, like I planned it. Which I totally didn't. And then I'm going to just tie this about, I want it to dangle right about there. So I always say that I'm going to have Project Life cards and keep them in my purse. And sometimes I even carry them around, but I rarely will write in them when I'm out and about. But if we're watching TV, like I don't seem to have the attention span anymore in my life to just sit and watch TV. And we do watch TV as a family on Wednesday nights, and usually we watch Survivor, The Middle, and Modern Family. But usually I will like surf Pinterest while we're doing it, or look at Instagram or something like that. Okay, so that bow's a little bigger than I would have liked, but I'm just gonna leave the whole thing because I'm tired and I'm just tired, and it's ready to be done. But there's my little journaling page, and to keep this safe so it doesn't move around on the back, I'm just gonna tape that down with regular tape. So yeah, instead of sitting there watching TV, surfing Pinterest or Instagram or playing with my iPhone, I just sat there tonight, and while we watched TV, I filled out Project Life cards. And it's kind of cool to have your family right there, because you can ask them questions. Like for one of these, I asked them questions and got their answers, so that was cool. So there we go for December 3rd. I said I was going to do this every night, never go to bed without doing it. And then as soon as I said that, I instantly broke my little rule. So there's December 3rd, even though it's back to back. At some point, I will correct that so you're looking at one day. And some days I might not have 2 sheets, but this, as long as I keep the pages not too bulky, this album will accommodate a lot of pages. But I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to start again another video for December 4th. So that was December 3rd. Thank you for watching.